But maybe you could just talk, even in just broad strokes, what was your approach to actually raising the money? And I know nothing about film finance in South Africa, so I'd just be curious to kind of hear how something like that works. I know in Europe, there's a lot more government agencies that, you can get grants through those. In the US, obviously, it's all pretty much business based, through the studios. But maybe you can talk about what was your approach and just in general, how does South Africa film finance work? And then specifically, how did it work for you guys with this film?
Yeah, it's a bit of a mix here. So we don't have as good government funding as the Europeans do, but we do have some government funding. On this film, we had our National Film and Video Foundation put a portion of the budget in. We've got really great tax incentives here. So we got just over 30% of our budget back through tax incentive. But otherwise, money in South Africa is a little bit hard to come by. They're one of the broadcasters does invest in films. They invest generally quite a good amount of money, but they turned us down 3 times on this because they just didn't see it. We had long roundabout misadventures with private financiers here who led us on. There was one who over 2.5 years led us on the wildest goose chase you can imagine. Signed the deals, popped the champagne with us, shook our hands and said, I can't wait to do this with you. And then when push came to shove, just didn't put the money in the account.
You don't crack the champagne until the money's in the account. That's the lesson learned.
Oh my God. There's a longer version of the story that's probably too long for this call, but he really left us high and dry, and in the end I got a phone call after 2 weeks of no contact when we had a crew on standby and we'd been ready to go into pre-production, but obviously stalled because the money didn't arrive. And the call basically said, I'm so sorry, my business is tanked. Maybe we can do this next year. So, okay, sure, man.
Yeah.
What actually happened was the bulk of the finance came out of the States, and that was through Game 7, through Asgan Euron, and some of their finance connections. And it was amazing to us that something so South African, in South African language, would capture the interest and the attention and ultimately the sort of the pockets of American financiers, but it did.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Selling Your Screenplay podcast. If you'd like to hear the full interview, just go to sellingyourscreenplay.com/podcasts, or to go directly to the episode, just use the link in the show notes. Thanks for watching.